Hello, hello, welcome back to TGTV, and more specifically, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the sunny Cotswolds and the 944 Turbo S Silver Rose Edition. Now, if you missed the video revealing this car, you can be winning this exact car right here, a very rare car with classic giveaways right now. As at the point this video goes out, tickets are now live for this car. Let's get a little bit nerdy then before we go for a drive, because we're going for a spin right now. I'm going to rig this up with GoPros. I'm going to go for a hoon. This is a car, as far as I'm aware, there hasn't really been any content ever done on it. It's a particularly rare variant, and if you saw the reveal video of it, I do apologize for you hearing some of this already. So this is what's called a Silver Rose Edition. That means it's not any old ordinary 1988 944 Turbo. It's effectively a Turbo S. It came with 250 brake horsepower, which is uprated over the standard car. It came with Brembo brakes from the 928, no less, on the front there. It came with its own magnesium wheel set, the same material that Carrera GT wheels are made out of, and it also came with an MO30 option, was actually adjustable Coney shocks all the way round. So all in all, this was a very well sorted, very rare car. Just 70 odd examples were made for the UK market and 1,200 examples overall, and that was back in 1988. So I suspect numbers on these have dwindled considerably, and there are a lot less of these than there are Carrera GTs left. That's how rare this car actually is. And of course, the exciting bit is one of you guys and girls will win this exact car, and I, unfortunately for you, will be handing this over in person. This is a personal project. This is something that I've bought to give away. Myself and my business partner, who actually runs UK Minis and gives away a classic Mini every 3 weeks, we actually scoured the country high and low to find an exclusive, collectible, appreciating and super rare, quirky Porsche that no one had heard of and no one would know anything about. So here we go. I think we've managed it, and I don't think any of you guessed that we were going to pick this for our first giveaway. There will of course be more Porsches coming to classic giveaways, but for now you can go and enter to win this right now, and I will be handing over this car. Anyway, you're not here to hear me waffle, you are here for us to go for a drive. So let's jump in here then, let's get in and let's go for a little spin. Right, preparations then. We've got Sam, by the way, on the channel. Hello Sam.
Hello mate.
If you're a mini person, not as in if you're a small person, but if you're into minis, you'll know who Sam is. Sam is Mr. UK Minis. And we actually worked together, didn't we? On a video in which I drove a classic Mini, which was subsequently given away. So Sam has been giving away Minis for quite some time. Well over a year now.
Yep, about 14, 15 months now. So that's number 18. 18 winners.
Minis. And we had a little conflict, but let's start her up anyway. We're going to get onto that. Oh my, you got long legs, haven't you? So Sam's just been driving this.
I told you, that's got abnormally long legs.
Lovely stuff. Well, how do we move the seat forward?
Right hand side.
Wrist on the top of the steering wheel.
That's
slight
it.
bend. So let's go for a hoon. I've got something to confess at this point. I haven't actually driven this car yet.
Nope. So please go steady.
Try not to stall it.
They're remarkably easy.
No, you go please. Thank you for being polite, but it's really not necessary at this point in time. So then, we've got a 5-speed box, 5-speed manual box. You can't get one of these with an auto. I mean, you can get 944s with autos. But you'd be silly to.
Yeah, this is a driver's car.
Oh, she's very smooth. Very smooth. The box. It's definitely Porsche, isn't it?
It feels brand new, doesn't it?
That actually feels like new. Right, let's get those windows up. How do we do that? Where's
On your door.
On my door. Ah, hell! We nearly just shunted it. You've not been in a car with me before, have you? It's going to be the first and the last time you get in a car with me. Oh, this is going to be fun, isn't it? With no aircon on. So you can't have aircon on with cameras.
It's about 35 degrees as well.
It is hell today.
These are, you know, the best turbo other than the R11 turbo that you can get.
Very, very rare, as I touched on before as well. So there's an interesting history with this car. It's actually been owned by the same family.
Yep.
From new.
Yep.
Hill and toe. It's quite difficult.
Nice bottle. Yeah, so it's been owned by the same family from new. So it shows actually 3 owners on the logbook, because it was the first owner was the guy's company.
Yep.
Second owner was him when he sold his company, and unfortunately, when he passed away, it was transferred to his wife, who's been the custodian of it since 2008.
So it's been no expense spared on the car.
It's had a huge amount of money spent on it recently. Well in excess of 13 grand. Some bodywork done, so it's perfect. Mechanically, it's had a brand new Coney, the original Porsche Coney set up. It's had a complete renewal of that system as well.
That's amazing.
And well, you know, you can feel it. It feels driving.
It drives really tight. Not that I know, because I'm stuck behind someone that's 400 years old driving an Astra.
That's why they let you out, because they knew they were going.
That's very true. I probably should have gone in front. But it's nice actually sometimes to just poodle around in the car. You often learn just as much about the car poodling around and kind of using it just as you would every day,
100%,
as you do giving it full bean. So what I think is really cool about this, it's not a Porsche you see every single day. A lot of 944s got so cheap that they got scrapped. So these actually, the Bogo 944s got down to kind of 3-4 grand, didn't they?
Mental,
and they've started climbing now, because I remember I nearly bought a Bogo 944, a gold one with brown seats, last lockdown, non-turbo, non-nothing, just manual box with the base engine, and it was 7.5 grand.
That's mad,
And I remember everyone telling me it was a C-Reg, and I remember everyone telling me, don't buy that car, don't be an idiot, Tom, you'll regret that. And now they've gone through the roof. I mean, they're not millions of pounds, but you know, that car now realistically is almost doubled.
Yeah.
So the turbo variants of these are probably what, 30 grand for a Bogo turbo?
Yeah, for a Bogo. So there's as of today, there's only one for sale in the country, and it's not the Silver Rose one of 77, and it's 40 grand.
That's absolutely
so it gives you, it gives you an idea of, these are, in my opinion, probably the next one to
go pop. As with everything Porsche have ever made, it's all going mental. The geriatrics have gone. Does feel nice, a lot of life left in the clutch.
So it had an engine replacement at about 143,000 miles.
There we go. Now we're cooking on gas. Off we go.
250 brake, so it's the uprated.
It shunts. It's got some punch.
Yeah, shifts, really shifts.
It's got really nice driving position. I know you were moaning about it. You're not really a Porsche guy. You love Porsches, but you're not an avid kind of collector that will just buy anything with the brand on it, like I am.
Yeah.
I love it. It's great. This is my first 944 experience. I should have bought that gold one. I'm actually gutted to be handing this thing over. Can we just bin the competition and not give it away?
Let's just keep it. We'll just drive off to London, shall we?
I don't think we're actually allowed to do that.
But yeah, I'm not a massive Porsche guy, but my first experience, other than being in Porsches,
rates are good.
Of actually physically giving one some beans. This is
drives well.
Yeah, it does. It sits like it's on rails.
Mate, it's good. It's really good.
And 250 brake is more than enough
more than enough. You don't want to be in a car that's got much more than that. Your side of the road, please. Cheers, Jeff. Down to second. Bit of gas. Slightly rev matched it there. Did we hear that one? It's quite smooth, was it not?
This sounds fantastic. I don't know if the GoPros will pick it up as well, but
probably not. They're Hero 4s. They're quite antiquated. It's good. There's actually a lot more give in there than you'd think. It's got a bit more turning than you'd think.
Not like a Mini,
impressed.
But
not like a Mini, but there aren't many things like Minis.
No, very true.
And that turbo kicks in.
Yeah.
So single turbo, you got a bit of turbo lag, but that's part of the joy of these things. Turbos from the 80s, you kind of build the revs and then it just kicks in. What?
Yeah.
3,000 to 4,000 revs?
Yeah, about 3,000 revs on this. And they're just, you don't buy one of these now to go racing in. That's not.
No, not at all.
This is a proper appreciated classic now. So I suppose, but it's good to know that modern day traffic's no problem whatsoever. This would be perfect for overtaking.
Absolutely perfect. So what have we got in here, mod cons wise?
So it's got aircon.
We've got aircon.
Who would know? It's got a DAB radio. Not standard, obviously, but very nice indeed.
What's your favourite bit of the car then? What's your favourite thing about it?
It's got to be the retro 80 pop-up frog lights. They're just, honestly, before I got to you, I must have 30 boomerangs on my phone. I'm just going,
well, if they're broken, then I know why.
But yeah, it's got all the mod cons. It's got aircon, electric windows, electric everything, electric folding mirrors.
Really?
Yeah. Electric seats. Not forward, but all the upholster stuff, they don't actually. I think it's a Porsche thing, you know, for the driving position, they tilt.
Yeah.
For want of a better expression.
Yeah.
Rather than moving the base, if that makes sense. So you can get, you know, we're not small guys, we're not big guys either, and these can feel a bit tight, but coming from a Mini, it's like sitting in them.
So we've also, the brakes are really, really good.
Yeah. Like I said, this, you know, all you got to do is look at the history file of this car.
Yeah.
And it's never wanted for anything in its life. And you know, like I said, being one of 77 UK varieties, there was 1,200 of these silver roses, and they came with this. I was telling you off camera that they come with this purple velour interior, which
I kind of wish it still did have purple velour inside.
And that was the standard, but you could upgrade and have the full leather, black leather, which is sensible guy.
Sensible guy, we don't like sensible though. But for those that are actually going to win this car and use it, you don't really want purple velour seats.
No.
There's a certain type of person that wants one of those.
Resale value.
Idiots like me.
Someone's going to win this for a couple of quid. You know, 18 winners in on UK Minis. People have won cars for £199 up to £19.99. You know, it's unbelievable.
That is bonkers.
It is completely unbelievable.
I still can't believe I'm actually going to be handing it over to someone.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm going to enjoy though? As things progress and we get more and more cars to give away,
Yeah.
I'm going to enjoy the hunt. Do you know what I've realised? Why I buy so many cars? I like the hunt and like the thrill of finding something with like specific weird options, or something that the mainstream hadn't really thought about yet.
Yeah.
And then you pump them.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going to enjoy, and that's what I enjoyed about this. So then, this competition will be running from 3 weeks at the point the first video with it has gone out. So the point where this video goes out, there will be less than 3 weeks remaining. I'm not organised enough to know how long will be remaining, but I suspect it may well be 2 weeks or so.
Yeah.
And there's a fixed amount of tickets as well. So once they're gone, they're gone. You can't enter beyond that.
Nope.
And the odds are very, very good indeed.
Yeah, we're trying to transpire the process or the ethos of UK Minis over to classic giveaways. So we're keeping it unbelievably keen on the odds, shall we say. Better than any other competition companies out there, that's for definite. And yeah, we're just trying to show some love, I guess.
Share the love, give something back, and I want to get someone into and appreciating quirky Porsche classic that may not necessarily be in a position or want to get into that themselves in the kind of the full manner. So it'd be quite nice to hand this over to literally anyone. What do we think's next after this one? What have we got our eyes on going to buy and experiencing next?
Non-Porsche are we talking, or are we talking Porsche again?
A little boost gauge as well. It's hell!
Yeah.
It's hell!
So yeah, back to what we're thinking about next. Well, maybe a 964, something like that. Could be fun. I personally, you know, we should mix up and move away from the Porsches now and then, but
no, absolutely not.
You know, these guys will be able to tell us what they want, won't they? So
yeah.
You know, get in the comments and tell us, you know, what you want.
What do you want?
We'll see what we can do. But
and it's a tricky one as well, because I want to make sure the odds are as good as possible and people have got the best possible chance of winning.
Yeah.
But obviously you need to keep the kind of, there's always a balancing act with kind of ticket prices and odds. There's no point making it like a penny a ticket, but then you've got a 1 in a 3 million chance of winning, or whatever the numbers
it's like playing the lottery at that point. What's the point? There's no point.
No,
I think that one of the key factors with UK Minis has been keeping the ticket price affordable and the odds spectacular.
Yeah.
You know, I've been very fortunate that over the last sort of 14 months I've been able to play with it. But we've done, you know, higher prices, lower odds, and we've done lower prices, higher odds. And surprisingly, people get involved in the higher price, lower odd one.
Yeah.
It just makes more sense, you know.
Yeah.
You know, if we could do, as an example, you know, 1,000 tickets at 20 quid as an example for a competition, you're keeping the odds really, really nice and low.
Yeah.
And you know, what's 20 quid these days? You know, it really is. It's throwaway, you know. So
maybe to you, mate.
Well, I don't know. What do you pay for a coffee in London these days?
20 quid.
6 quid, 7 quid. You know, it's about that, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I think it's about keeping them really accessible to everyone.
Yeah. Right then, before both of us die of heat stroke, I think we're going to leave it there. From myself,
Ferrari.
the 944. Nah, only a Portofino. We don't care about those. Better than a Roma still. We're going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching, and if you want to get involved, you want to win this actual car, and unfortunately for you, meet me as well, we're handing it over, hit classicgiveaways.com. The link will be below right now to go and get involved in. Oh, they don't swipe up on videos.
Oh yeah, good point.
Yeah, you see,
Instagram.
yeah,
It's automatic.
You've been conditioned, you see. The link will be below to go and enter that. There are a limited amount of tickets, so they've already sold out by the point this video goes out. I'm really sorry, but if they haven't sold out yet, go and get in the mix because they will sell out pronto. The mini ones sell out what? Pretty much straight away.
Yeah, pretty straight away. Maximum 7 days, really.
Perfect. So get in the mix with that, and good luck. And I'll be seeing one of you very, very soon. You got any final words?
Peace out, guys.
See you later, guys.